Okay. Great. Just went live. Okay. So we're going to see how this goes. Oh. Hey, DN. Sweet. So you get to be my guinea pig. Tell me how my audio sounds. I can't put music because Macs are dumb. And I need to know how this all sounds because this is a total test run. Next weekend, we can do like a nice stream. Hey, big bad guy. I saw your comments on my channel. Thanks for swinging by. But yeah, big bad guy Noel DN. Please let me know about my mic, all that. I wish I could give you background music, but they won't let me. Macs are stupid. So if it sounds too quiet or awkward or all of that, that is why. Um, I'm at my parents' place for obvious reasons, and I'm just gonna try to see if I can stream from here for a little while. It's decent. Oh, I want better than decent. Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? I don't think I'm too loud. If anything, I'm probably too quiet. Because this is a big, expensive mic, so I want it to be better than decent. Da, da, da. Anyway, kind of up in the air as far as topics. This is gonna be a short stream. I really just wanted to, um, just play with different ideas. Next weekend, we can talk about. We could do like the wheel game kind of thing where everyone gets to pick something. I'm actually working on that video right now. I'm putting 2 of them out in January because I skipped December. I know it sounds weird without music. It's not my fault. It's Max. They do not let you. Hey Alika, Mac computers do not let you capture audio without third-party software. It's very annoying. At least not on Streamlabs. I may be able to do it with OBX. I might have to do that next time. But sorry, without music, it might sound strange. Apologies. Alika, Darth Vader's here. How's it going? Football games later today. Very excited. Yeah, but I honestly, we can just chat about whatever you guys want. But next weekend will be the wheel game. Did you include the Grudge with your wheel? I think I did when you suggested it last time. But if you want to suggest it again, you're more than happy to. We will do the wheel game next Saturday, which is the 20 something, 23rd, 20 no, 24th. Bad at math. But yeah, you can add that. I have to do. I have to review Fred the movie for this time around. Real excited. Are you into sports? Clear critique. Yes, some. So I enjoy going to basketball games, although I haven't been to a lot, and I love football. American football. Big fan. I'm originally from Maryland, so my team's obviously the Commanders, formerly the Redskins. And I'm actually rooting for them. But even if the Lions beat them today, I'm happy because Lions never got into the Super Bowl. I'm pretty excited. They're great. I'm into football enough to have a team I hate. So hate the Steelers, hate the Eagles, hate the Seahawks, and right now I hate the Chiefs because the refs are clearly kind to them, and the whole Taylor Swift shit I can't stand anymore. So really just want them to lose. This does not look like Fred the movie. Yeah, cool. Yeah, thanks, Jamie, for that one. I have to watch Fred the movie later today. Alika, your dog is very cute. My dog's a fucking couch cushion. Huge. Arthur, how's it going? Yeah, so one idea for today was the next time I do a tier list video, what topic should I do? So that's something we can all brainstorm as far as next one, or we could just kind of brainstorm, um, what what topics I should do in general. Actually, now that I think about it, hold on. Um, sorry, and again, apologies, no background music. Macs are dumb. I'm just gonna keep saying that throughout the stream. Um, so Um. Oh god damn it! Come on, get that out of here. There we go. Do you like what they call soccer? Kind of. I don't like how the men soccer players flop all the time. That drives me crazy. I don't care. People say it's a strategy, say it's part of the sport. I hate it. I can't deal with it. Someone lightly brushes against their kneecap and they go flying in the other direction. I hate it. Um, but it is still pretty cool. Soccer is still pretty cool. Can you do me a favor and tell Sony to hurry up and make another Little Big Planet game? Have I ever played a Little Big Planet game? I think I played a little bit of the first one, but there's a lot of games I've never played, so I'm the wrong source for that. Sorry, I'm just gonna adjust this. Nope, that's what we're stuck with. Okay. I've seen do a tier list of tier list topics. Jamie, really thinking outside the box here. Recent events, David Lynch. Oh God, David Lynch. Oh jeez. I mean, it's not a bad idea. The only problem is there's so many David Lynch films I haven't seen. I have not seen the original Dune. I have not seen, um, what's the really famous one? Oh Jesus, I'm blanking. It's something Boulevard or what is it called? That one, the one that's named after a street. No, Mulholland Drive. That's it. Never seen Mulholland Drive. Never seen the original Dune. Never seen Inland Empire. So there's a bunch of David Lynch films I've never caught. So that's gonna be a lot of catching up to do. And but that is not a bad idea. Let me hold on. Whoops. Okay. That's pretty good. And it's going to be a lot of... It's not going to be a perfect stream, guys. But I'm trying. Their reactions are very real. Darth Vader. There are so many plays where a soccer player is not even touched. And they go cartwheeling 30 feet in the air. No. There are definitely real injuries in soccer. But there is so much flopping, it blows my mind. I think you should get penalized if you fake an injury. My opinion. Dian says, I've seen Cobweb and quite enjoyed it. I don't really see the connections to Barbarian or Malignant, though. How is Cobweb... There are people saying they're related? I don't see the connection. I'm guessing you love or hate rugby. Never really seen a rugby game. Not really popular in America. Let me see. But yeah. So, tier list topics, David Lynch films. I think that is a lovely idea. Hold on. I'm going to just move this like that. That's better. They do get penalized for diving. Good. They should. They should fucking throw them out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but come on. If you want, I own a ton of David Lynch movies, then there could be a David Lynch watch party on the Discord server. I totally forgot to do James Bond one. Don't worry about it, Lika. It might be a decent idea to start that up again, just because I think we have more people on the Discord now. It's totally your call. Dean says comparisons. I wouldn't compare. I guess it's the only similarity I see between Cobweb and something like Malignant is that the third act goes ballistic, but that is comparable to many, many films. I would say Malignant is better, personally. I liked aspects of Cobweb, but I think the pacing's really off, and there's some really bad editing, too. Hey, Boss Hawk. Hello, dude. Hi, how's it going? I have to say this again. No background music because Macs are dumb. So, couple ideas For today, we can brainstorm next topics to do a tier list on. Thank you so much for the David Lynch idea. Or we can talk about the best horror remake. So a video that I was going to do, oops, open that program by accident. A video I was going to do, but I'm going to have to do next week, is talking about the best, and let me know if this is an interesting topic to you guys, but I think it'd be kind of cool. The best horror prequel, sequel, and remake. And it's actually been kind of tough deciding whether something is a remake or not. So, for example, The Thing, 1982. Is that a remake of the original Thing from Another World, which I think came out in the 50s? Or is that just an adaptation of the original book? You know, it's like, how do you decide whether something's a remake or not? How similar does a film have to be to a film prior to it to be considered a remake? Yes, Misty, best horror remakes. Well, actually, technically, the video is 3 columns. It's prequels, sequels, and remakes. I'm pretty sure I have my prequel and sequel picks locked in. But a remake, I'm torn on, just because I'm not sure if The Thing counts as a remake. I don't know if The Fly counts as a remake. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Suspiria 2018 is definitely a remake, because I don't think there was a book or anything. It was just a film. But that's where I'm struggling. That's where I could use your guys' help, actually. Suspiria 2018 is a pretty interesting remake. I actually prefer it to the original. I know a lot of people say that's heresy, but try watching the original Suspiria again, and colors aside, that movie's not that great. I'm just gonna say it. Like, it's cool for the time, very 70s, beautiful images, but I think it's kind of cheesy. Just, I don't know. I don't think it holds up very well. It's cool for the time, certainly. I think the remake is better. Although the remake is a little long. I think it has pacing issues. But I don't know, I'm going to start typing this out. There's that. Oop, I meant to say The Thing. God damn it, gotta click that every time. Yeah, I agree. So I don't know, you know? I don't know what counts and what doesn't. But another thing is, and I'm gonna type this out again. Whoops. Here we go. 1986, I think it was. Yeah. Worthy questions. I'm asking some tough questions today. There we go. I was just watching an Indian woman stream 7 hours a day. Sometimes it gets to 14 hours. Jesus. God, does she take piss breaks? I hope so. It's heresy, says Darth Vader. I would only do the James Bond one. GoldenEye. Yes, GoldenEye did win last time, Malika. For me, it's a remake if it's a modernized version of the original. That's why I would include Halloween 2018 or Blair. Is Hollywood 2018 even a remake? Isn't that just kind of a continuation of the story? Even if something's based on a book, it's a remake if there's an old one. Yeah, so that's the thing. Is it based on the movie, or is it based on the original property? For example, would you consider these Dune movies to be a remake or an adaptation of the book? Right? I've never read the book. Would you consider The Thing from 1982 to be a remake, or is that just another adaptation of the story? Yeah, agreed, Big Daddy. You should do a tier list of Shamek Moore crash outs. I don't know who that is. Is he a driver or someone who drinks a lot? You'd say The Thing is a remake? I mean, it. The only problem with this video is if you're counting certain things as remakes, Right. Every Sherlock Holmes movie is a remake. That's that's why I'm struggling. I could just go off Wikipedia to how they list it, you know? I mean, I feel like that could be a nice consistency. Is Nosferatu 2024 remake? Absolutely. I don't think there was a book or anything before that. That's a remake. The Thing isn't a remake, has nothing to do with The Thing from Another World. See, I'm getting a lot of different opinions here. This is why I wanted to do this stream about this topic, because I cannot decide, and it's really frustrating. Part of me almost wants The Thing to not count because it would win, right? Like, there's no competition, really. Like, the Thing from 1982 is so good. It's better I think it's probably better than The Fly. It's better than Suspiria 2018. It's better than Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It's phenomenal. It's one of the best horror films I've ever seen. So I don't know. I almost wanted to not count because, like, how boring, you know? Oh, okay, I'm gonna talk about why The Thing is good again. Like, that thing, it's been done to death. Everyone knows The Thing is amazing, so I almost don't want it to count. Watching every movie ever released that has a remake. Oh God. The Blob. Oh my God. The Thing is the second best horror movie ever. Well, Darth Vader. That's a very loaded statement. You know what the follow-up question is going to be? What's the best? If The Thing is the second best horror movie, what's the best? The Crow. The Crow is a remake. Certainly not the best one. I would never say The Crow is the best remake. That movie sucks. Oh my God, it's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. What were they thinking? I think my favorite review of The Crow was, well, what did they say? They said the someone said the original Crow, in the original Crow he looks like a rock star, and in the Crow remake he looks like someone who raps on SoundCloud. I just thought that was the best burn. Nosferatu is an adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula. They just had to change names because they couldn't get Dracula rights for the 1922 film. Interesting. Silence of the Lambs, even though people don't think it's horror. Silence of the Lambs, it's not a remake. It's not a remake of Manhunter because those are actually based on different books. So I wouldn't say Silence of the Lambs is a remake. Oh, I'm sorry, Darth Vader. You're talking about what your favorite horror movie is. Yeah, I don't know. I've been asking people this. My dad insists that. Whoops, that's a phone. Apologies. This will be funny. Hello, Gabriel. I'm on live stream right now. I'm live on the internet. You want to say hi? Yeah. I'll text you, but we can probably do it here. I think he wants to stay home. I don't think he wants to go out, but I can ask him again. Sound sounds good. All right, bye. Sorry about that. So I think Aliens does count as horror. It's not scary, sure, but most slashers aren't scary either. But since they're killers and monsters, very suspenseful monsters. Yeah, I'm leaning towards counting Aliens. I'm a little on the fence, but I'm leaning towards horror for Aliens because Aliens didn't scare me. However, just the fact they're utilizing that creature, I think, makes it horror because it's such an invasive, disturbing animal. Even though there's like lots of them, they're not. It's not as scary as Alien. That facehugger sequence is really intense, and that's perfect horror. Is that whole sequence when they're locked in the room with the um what's it they're locked in the room with the facehugger, and God, that is a honestly kind of a terrifying scene just to imagine yourself there. Invasion Body Snatchers. Yeah, Invasion Body Snatchers is a remake for sure. Um, Evil Dead 2 is the remake of the first one. Wow. The Mummy. Uh, See, that's the thing. Would you count The Mummy as a remake, or is that's just an adaptation of a classic movie monster? I don't know if I would call that a remake. Not the one from 1999. It's tricky. It's very very tricky. I wouldn't count it though personally. At the end of the day, I'm just gonna go by gut instinct, but I would not say Mummy 1999. Although I do love it. Aliens horror. Alien 3 is a whole nother story. Alien 3 is so fucking boring, and I don't hate it. There's good things about Alien 3, but I don't understand this kind of cult following that it has because I don't see it as like a hidden masterpiece or misunderstood masterwork. I think there's a lot wrong with that film. 500 Days of Summer is my favorite horror film. Jamie, you gotta watch out for the Pixie Dream Girls, man. They'll get you. Yes. DN, good call out for that scene. Very creepy. Yeah, for that. Oh god, the girl's like all glued up. She's like, kill me. That's horror. Totally. Yeah. Facehuggers are there to trigger people's phobias of germs, of being infected, of being molested. I mean, there's a lot. The Blob should be here. Totally subverts the original main characters, and even children die. I think my main question is, whether the thing counts. I have not seen the Blob remake, but I'm gonna add that here. Whoops. Okay. Ring is yes, the Ring is a good remake. I like the Ring remake because it uses the original concept as a springboard. Yes, it's doing a lot of the same things, but its style is completely different. And I like the fact that they made the haunted tape totally different. Love that. I don't know which tape I prefer. I think that's a really fun thing to do. I would recommend everyone, even if you've seen both films, watch the haunted tape from the Japanese Ring and the American Ring back to back. It's pretty cool. It's nice to see how they diverge. Alika says, Clay, I bought tickets for a 35mm screen reading of the Before trilogy in one day. Oh, that's fun. That's very fun. I just watched Before Midnight a few days ago. Not going to spoil my opinion on it. But, yeah, I could see watching all three in one go. If you could remake any horror film, what would you pick? Trying to think of a horror film that has a lot of potential, but could have been better. Jesus, that's a really good question. I'll have to think about that. Because I'm blanking at the moment, but I know I've seen horror films where I thought, God, this is so much potential. This could have been so great, but maybe they had a bad director or something, in that vein. I would have to think about that. Good question. There's a Cube remake? Oh my god. Wow. Did they hire good actors this time? Because that was probably my biggest problem with the original Cube, was that the actors were fucking terrible. I mean, really bad. It's like something out of The Room. My mom said she thinks Aliens is sad, especially with the little girl. It is kind of sad. I mean, Ripley's story is sad for a lot of it. I mean, it's heroic at the end, for sure. But that first third, you feel really bad for Ripley. Since you rated The Sixth Sense 4 stars, which I think is very high for you, I like The Sixth Sense. Do you think it's still interesting if you know the twist? Yes, I do think The Sixth Sense is worth watching if you know the twist, because I don't think The Sixth Sense is building to that twist. I don't think I didn't get that vibe from it, so it's not like the film survives on that twist. What made it fun was like it was a total left field punch to the head, and it just made a good movie already better. I don't think, if you know the twist, it's still fun. In fact, it might be enjoyable because you're going to be able to pick up on certain things that other people didn't, not knowing. I think it's very much worth watching. Let's see. Cube, Japanese science. Wow. Yeah, there's a remake. Oh, thank you, Alika. You answered the question perfectly. Stop motion, which came out um, last year. I think it technically 2023, but it was only really available for most people 2024. Stop motion, amazing concept, so botched, and I think that could have been incredible. And I mean, come on, like a lonely woman who does stop motion animation, and then the stop motion actually starts to become sentient. That is perfect. Like mixing live action and stop motion in horror, beautifully, beautiful concept, and they totally botched it. It's so slow. The characters suck. And there's no sense of narrative, like rhythm, or for the first third, you feel like nothing's actually being accomplished. The little girl character is totally unnecessary and kind of annoying. What a mess. And it's so frustrating because it could have been great. Let's not forget about Apartment 7A that pretended to be a sequel, but it's actually a remake and it sucks. Or no, it pretended to be a prequel. And I guess it is a prequel, but it acted like a remake. And yeah, poopy. The Flies remake. Maniac any good? It's gory, it's stylish. I like the music. It's worth, you know. Contenders. The Fly. Invasion of Body Snatchers. So here's a question. Stop motion, the acting was so bad. Yeah. Stop motion, it's not like okay, I think the little girl was bad in stop motion, but I think the lead actress was so I don't know if it was her fault. It was just she was underacting. It was so bland, and there was no emotion going on for such a large portion of the film, and that bugged me. Evil Dead 2013 is a great remake. I still have not finished that movie. Every time I try to watch the movie, it kind of puts me off. I don't know if it's the bad graphics or the bad acting. I can't get into it, but I will try again. I've tried twice now, but I will try again to get into Evil Dead. I think the intro is really stupid, and I can't with the acting, but I will try. The Rocky Horror Picture Show was remade. Who would remake the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Huh. That is that's a decision. That is certainly something to do. For some reason, they changed my name to Dick Licker 3000 for a few hours in the stream. It was funny. You know what, big bad guy? You do you. Hey, Depp, how's it going? Depp, I would invite you to co-host this, but my Mac will not capture any sound. Hence, there's no music. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, well, the original Evil Dead DN's pretty corny. It's extremely low budget, and I kind of liked Evil Dead Rise, actually. It wasn't amazing or anything, but I thought it had some really good acting, at least from a couple of the characters. The gore was great. I love some of the cinematography. I liked that one. Hot take. I cannot stand the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's not a hot take at all. Some people fucking hate the film. It didn't get good reviews. It's cult status only. I enjoyed it, but yeah. I can't even want to. I'm on a smash journey at the moment. See, Depp is such a ladies' man that he doesn't even call it going on a date. He calls it a smash tournament. The ego on this man. Arthur, I mean, it's a stage play. It's a movie. Oh, yeah. Is that a remake if it's based on a play? I don't know if that's a remake. That's an adaptation. I always assumed a remake means that it's the same, what do you call it? The same kind of form? The same, like it's a film to a film. It's not a remake if it's a book to a film. That's an adaptation. The Evil Dead 1981 is your favorite horror movie of all time? Wow. Wicker Man. Oh, the one with Nicolas Cage. Oh my god, I almost forgot about that one. Oh, the Wicker Man. Oh boy. Jesus. Oh God. I should write some. Oops, this was misspelled. Fucking Wicker Man. Hey, I'm gonna run a poll. Fuck it. Let's see. Oh, I don't think I can. Unless. Whoop. Give me a second. Da-da-da. If people don't like Rocky Horror Picture Show, they need therapy. I can understand why it's not for people. I did enjoy Rocky Horror Picture Show, for what it was, at least. It's very cheesy. The dance choreography is pretty bad, but it's a lot of fun. It's not gonna succeed for everyone. Hold on. Yes, poll. Okay. Here we go. Good. All right, so we got that. Christopher Nolan adapting the Homer's Odyssey makes no sense. Why would he remake a? God damn it, Jamie. God damn it. Told that joke to the crew. They're all going. We were both on one stock, but not. What? What? We were both on one stock, but I'm not gonna give it. Depp, I'm not. Those are English words, but they don't seem to be in the right order. Let's see. Mom, love the old Dead 2. I mean, Noel, stop. American Psycho 2. Stop it. Don't even. We don't talk about American Psycho 2. We don't talk about it. It never happened. Not a thing. Just like Toy Story 4 never happened. Just like I didn't pick Fred the movie for the last Wheel game. These things just didn't exist. It did not. Rocky 5, never heard of it. Born, 4 and 5, don't know what you're talking about. Not a thing. Just not a thing. It Chapter 1 is a great. Yeah, so It Chapter 1 I would count as a remake. Total reboot. Same characters, but obviously different actors. The same villain, but was it that based off the book, or was that based off the miniseries? Was it a movie? It was a TV movie? I don't know. But yeah, I would consider It Chapter 1 a remake. Oh, wow, Depp. Okay, great. Aliens is a sci-fi action film. Hot take is that the first Alien is boring. Don't ban me. I might have to ban. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to ban you for that. That's totally fine. I can understand why, especially younger people, might not like the original Alien. It takes a lot of time before something happens. But that's what movies were like back then. There's more build-up. There's more dialogue and characters. Now it's just choppy as fuck for the TikTok generation. Although, we're going to lose TikTok. Can't say I'm super sad about that, but I am surprised. But at the very least, maybe it'll stop the way people edit movies these days, because Jesus Christ, they have no restraint. Also, if Depp is still here, I watched that Pancreas movie. One of my favorite movie titles ever, I think. Although I think using that line for the title was tenuous at best. Horror nowadays is literally just thing happens. Yeah, I mean, oh, you know what movie needs a remake? Actually, someone's asking me what horror movie I want a remake of. Tarot, which came out last year. Terrible. Really, really bad movie. I think someone's at my door. Hopefully I'm not about to get jumped. Give me a second. Yeah. I think my dad's home. What's your opinion of Jeepers Creepers? I like it. I like Jeepers Creepers a lot. I don't find it scary in the slightest, but I love the brother-sister dynamic. I can attest to it feeling very accurate to what my relationship was. I like the villain. I like the design. The ending's super dark. I love the intro with the car chase. Yeah, I like Jeepers Creepers. I just didn't find it scary. Can we promote our mom's fan group? Of course you can. Go for it. You should be able to enter a link here, but if not, let me know. Yeah, so someone made a fan group of my channel on Facebook. It is very cute. But yeah, I like Jeepers Creepers. Let's see. See you in a bit, buddy. Going back to the attorney. All right, Depp, have fun. Wear rubber. That whole thing. Yes, I would recommend Jeepers Creepers. I would. Just, like I said, don't expect to be terrified. It's more fun horror than anything. You know what we really need? Another Amityville horror movie. Do we, Darth? Because there's like 6 of them. I'm in said fan group. Sure you are, Jamie. Are you really? That's funny. Let's see. Oh, let me go back here. Da-da. Where were we? Yeah, we got that. Here's my question. And I guess we could... Hold on. We're gonna make this background look a little nicer. Just for variety's sake, you know? Just a little... Ah. Let's put the basic ones that we all know about. I already picked my answer for this, but I'm very curious what you guys think. Clear Critique fans. Yes, on Facebook, Clear Critique fans. Let's find the sister hot. Yeah, I would agree, Big Bad Guy. In Jeepers Creepers? Yeah, I would agree. I think The Grudge deserves a remake. I know there are plenty ones, some of them terrible. They did do a Grudge remake like 3 years ago, and it was awful. What is your opinion of Korean horror films? I find them much better than most American ones. I like Korean horror films. Let's see. I think my favorite, as far as scare factor, I think my favorite Korean film is Ganjiam Haunted Asylum. I found it terrifying. I love the concept. I thought it was too slow at first, but then when I saw it on my second viewing was actually scarier, which never happens. So that's one of my favorites. A lot of other Korean horror films are a little bit more like dramas, so they don't scare me as much, like I Saw the Devil, things like that. But overall, yeah, I really do. I like Korean films in general. I tend to like. They're well shot. The crime films are really fun. Yeah, I mean, Parasite obviously is amazing. Also, hi, Alexander. Prometheus. Is Prometheus a horror film? I mean, Prometheus does have one thing in common with horror films, and that's it has something in common with like slashers, like Jason, is that the characters are morons and they don't know how to like walk away from someone without tripping on themselves. Some of the dumbest characters in the world are in Prometheus. Do I have an Instagram? I do not. Well, there's probably an Instagram profile of me somewhere on the internet. I have not logged into it in probably a year. Instagram is probably the worst way to promote a YouTube channel. I learned that. So I figured I don't need this anymore. And I stopped playing music. So there wasn't really any purpose in me having an Instagram. Best way to reach me is on my Discord. If you go to my channel, up at the top, they have all the links and stuff. They have my Patreon. The best way to reach me is on Discord or on Letterboxd. Those are the social media ones I check the most. Let's see. I did not watch the Shining remake miniseries. This is that background works with the thing. What, this background? Like Leviathan. Ooh, have I seen Leviathan? There was a Russian movie called Leviathan, but that's not what you're talking about. Is Kill List very disturbing? Yes, I would say so. I actually found it quite scary, although that's more in the third act. I did find Kill List disturbing. It is very. It's odd at first. You're not really sure why they're showing so much of this family drama. But then as it goes on, it just becomes more and more twisted and confusing. And I did find it disturbing. Let's see. Ring Zero Birthday. One of the better. I'm sorry, Ring Zero Birthday? That's a film? I know Ring Zero is a film. I didn't know it was called Birthday. Yeah, I can't agree, Chen. I really like the first Omen. I do understand that my only issue with it is how it interacted, I guess is a word you could use, with the original Omen. Personally, I don't really care if a film messes with lore. I don't have attachment to lore in general, so that's why it's much easier for me to see, for example, when a Star Wars film sucks, I can say it sucks because I don't get distracted by all the lore. So I almost, in a weird way, I almost see it as like a superpower to not be affected by lore. It's like clarity of vision, I guess. But not to say that it's not a fair criticism, because I do understand that. I didn't really mind the first Omen as far as the lore and stuff. It was kind of a drawback, but that was honestly my only problem with it. I thought the first Omen, in terms of like execution, the acting, the cinematography, I thought it was great. Is Kill List graphic? Yes, DN, it is graphic. You get to watch someone kill someone with a hammer. It's graphic. My Frav horror this year was Longlegs. Yeah, it's funny. Big Bad. So, Longlegs was probably the most divisive horror movie this year. I mean, last year. When I mentioned it in a video, half the comments are either Longlegs was the best, how could you rank it lower than something like The First Omen? And then the other half of the comments are like, Longlegs was the worst, how could you rank it above movies like Oddity? And so, like, no one was happy with my pick. Longlegs was either too high or too low. So there was no pleasing people in that one. Very contentious film. Fire Walk with Me for Lynch. It's not horror though. I wouldn't consider that horror. That's a very dark drama. I wouldn't consider that horror. I liked it though. I did like Fire Walk with Me. Ring Doorbell. Oh my god, Jamie, stop. These aren't films. Misty. Oh, that's really nice, Misty. We have been using the tips and hints he gives on his Patreon, and our gaming channel has soared. Misty, if you want to drop your gaming channel here, please do. I would love to see it. I don't even know that you have one. Drop the name of it here, and I'm gonna look and subscribe. What kind of monster movies count as horror? The Host is the cusp, but barely counts. That is a great question. It's actually something I've been wondering a lot. Is when does a monster movie count as horror? Is Godzilla horror? I would say no. Is The Host horror? Borderline. And I mean the Korean film, not the shitty one written by the Twilight author. So it's tough. I think it's just the vibe. Is the film trying to excite you, or is it trying to scare you? Is it gory? I mean, is it engineered to try to scare you? And I feel like most monster movies don't. Most monster movies are about grand scale and excitement and action and, succeeding over challenges. It's more action oriented. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen a horror film that was a monster movie, but I'm really struggling. Is Cloverfield a horror film? I don't know. Seven or Zodiac? Seven. Seven's better. Zodiac is still good. My only problem with Zodiac is that runtime, and it's also a bit unsatisfying because, spoiler, no one knew who the Zodiac was. So it's a 3-hour film to find out something that you never find out. Jamie. I mean, it kind of becomes one, doesn't it? The substance. It kind of becomes one at the end. It's a fair point. 7 is in the box. Fun bit of trivia. So, the movie 7, the producers hated the original ending, and they wrote up some like second ending where Brad Pitt saves the day and he's driving on the sidewalk in the cop car and he stops John Doe, like the ending to every cop movie you've ever seen. And they accidentally sent Brad Pitt and David Fincher the original ending, and they're like, "Yes, I want to do this film. This sounds awesome." And then the producers went, "Oh, we're sorry. We sent you the wrong copy. This is the ending we want." And Brad Pitt said, he said something along the lines of, I quit unless the head's in the box. That's what he said. And he insisted that they keep the original ending, or he wasn't going to do it. And if he didn't do it, he would have lost $7 million. That's how much they paid him to be in Seven. So I love the fact he stuck to his guns. Would Twin Peaks as a show count for David Lynch's ranking? No, I wouldn't include the show, but I did like Twin Peaks a lot. Season 2 got a little messy, but I did enjoy it. I think the tone, the atmosphere, the weirdness of Twin Peaks is what I liked the most. Red Dragon's a prequel. Actually, wait a minute. No, it's a remake. It's a remake of Manhunter. Red Dragon's a remake. Fire Walk with Me, easy. R.I.P. David Lynch. I know. I need to watch more David Lynch films. I think my favorite is Blue Velvet. I love Blue Velvet. What else did I see? Elephant Man is great. Like I said earlier in the stream, I have not seen Mulholland Drive. I have not seen Inland Empire. Eraserhead, I was a little mixed on. So I need to get more into his catalog, but I love Blue Velvet. I do. The dialogue, Dennis Hopper, it's a great movie. I mean, I could do a tier list for David Lynch, but I'm not just gonna give him a movie on my video just because he passed away. I don't operate that way. But yeah, he's great. Ayo, Switch 2 is announced. Mario Party time. It's so funny too because I just bought a Nintendo Switch for the first time like 3 months ago, and then they announced the Switch 2. I'm like, shit. I'm so glad I bought though. I am enjoying it. Also, hi Alex. Eraserhead is awesome. The favorite movie is Stanley Kubrick. That's so interesting. Eraserhead doesn't feel like Kubrick's, bag. That's so funny. Yeah, ending of season 2. That got trippy. The room with all like the red curtains. Yeah. But yes, DN, $7 million for the movie Seven. I'm pretty sure I got that right. Are you from Vancouver? No. Do I sound Canadian? I'm not from Vancouver. Never been to Vancouver, but I want to visit Vancouver very badly. I won't go into too much detail, but my girl is in the film industry, and where we live pretty much has to be somewhere where there's some film opportunities. So we live in California. I'm in Maryland right now, and if we were to move somewhere, we would like it to be somewhere where there is film and art and music and things like that. And I know for a fact they do a lot of filming in Vancouver, so we plan to visit Vancouver sometime this year. I'm also going to visit Atlanta, Georgia. Very excited to check it out. I've said a million times, your Razorhead baby looks like an AirPod. Does he? Razorhead baby. I'm trying to remember what it looked like. Yeah, I guess it kind of does. With like a really long, like endpoint. So Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood's bad. Yeah. First of all, like, parts of LA are on fire, but even outside of that, Hollywood's metaphorically on fire because they keep blowing money on shit films. Very frustrating. Darth Vader, I have not seen Insidious The Last Key. Probably won't. Looks bad. But I saw parts of Insidious The Red Door. Was that what it's called? I can't keep track. It wasn't very good. I didn't see The Last Key, though, so for all I know, it's amazing. DN says, a tier list where you rank a movie on how scary it is. Ooh. So not quality on scares. DN, I like that. I like that. Let's see. Here we go. Ranking horror on scare factor. I guess the question is, how do I choose movies? I don't know. That's yeah, that's interesting. I still kind of want to know if The Thing counts as a remake. I really want that question answered. Have I been to the UK before? Yes, I have. I went to let's see. I went to London for a few days. I was in Ireland for a few days, and then last year I was in Scotland for about 4 days, 3 days, 3 to 4 days. I was in Edinburgh, and it was cool. Although everything was closed, it was kind of frustrating. It sucks he didn't let Tarantino do the Star Trek horror movie he wanted. Yeah, I heard about that. That sounds fun. Did they not let him know? Like, he could probably produce and finance his own film at this point. I mean, he's loaded. The Thing is totally a remake. I'm getting so many different opinions on that. Let's see. A tier list for found footage would be kind of cool. I agree. Let's do that. Found footage horror. Sure. Yeah, I like that. Um, David Lynch films is not a bad idea. I have so much to catch up on. That's the problem. Is Scotland depressing? I mean, when I went, the weather kind of sucked, but I wouldn't say it was depressing. I was in Edinburgh, which is you could probably call like the most touristy part, even though it didn't feel touristy. I would say it. I know I'm not giving a very good answer to this. I would say no, but it was kind of gray and wet, um, and things were closed, which really bugged me actually. But I wouldn't say it was depressing. People are having fun. I went to a bar. I met a band, so that was kind of fun. The original version is not that far off. Also, it is based on the same book. That's the thing. If BBL, if The Thing 1982 is based on the book, that's not a remake. That is an adaptation. But if it's getting its material from the film, then it's a remake. At least that's how I see it. And I've never seen the original The Thing from the 50s. So, I don't know how similar they are. Most scary movies poll for the scary tier list. Did I do a poll on scariest films? I don't remember doing that. Yeah, I mean, I could also just take suggestions as far as what to do with that tier list. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna rank the scariness of all these movies, I could just put a bunch of classics in there, um, or I could just put all the movies I talked about in my scary videos, my yearly series. I could do that as well. But all there would be no bad ratings. I don't know. It's worth thinking about for sure. Um, Also, you mentioned Tarantino wanting to do sci-fi. Tarantino also expressed interest in doing a James Bond film, but according to him, he would only do it if it was black and white and it had Pierce Brosnan. That was like he would not bend on that, and so it didn't happen. Could have been interesting. Um, I still have not seen the original The Thing. Still have not seen the original The Fly. So I guess I need to watch them first before even doing that video. However, Big Bad Guy, you're asking me a lot of travel questions. It's fine. Yes, I've been to Latin America. No, I have not been to the Caribbean. I would include viewer suggestions for the tier list. Yeah, you're probably right, DN. Mm. Um, I'm not hearing much. Spoiler, I guess, for the video. First Omen right now is my favorite horror prequel. I still have not seen something better. I would love to know if you think there is something better. Pearl is good. Um, Red Dragon, I guess, counts. Yeah, it's a no. It's not. It's a remake. Um, what other horror prequels are there? I'm blanking. Huh. I'm really blanking. I guess that Ring Zero thing. Whoops. gotta stop doing that. Okay. But yeah. So just wanted to get some thoughts on that because so either tomorrow on Monday I'm uploading another fan picks video. I don't know, some people might not have seen this already who are in the chat right now. I think most of you have. We spin a wheel. I pick 5 movies that people have suggested. I have to review them. This next one should be pretty funny. I will say this. Most of the movies I'm doing on this next video, I didn't like most of them. And I feel bad because I like you people. But I watched most of them already. And I was looking, I'm like, ugh, this, like, I don't think this is very good. But as much as it might hurt to hear, I have to be 100% honest with both the the detriments and the positives of the movie I'm talking about. Annabelle Creation. Oh yeah, Annabelle Creation actually was pretty decent. Here's my only thing with Annabelle Creation. DM, I want to know your thoughts on this. So with Annabelle Creation, I felt like there was one great performance in the film, and then everyone else was just shit. The young girl with the bad leg, I thought she did a really good job, especially when she had to act scared or stressed out. But like the other girls who were bullies, the main nurse or caregiver or whoever that was, like wooden as hell. And I don't. It's so frustrating sometimes to watch a movie where, oops, didn't mean to do that. It's frustrating sometimes where so there's one performance that's so good and then no one else is on their level. It makes it worse. Does Prey count as a prequel? I didn't see Prey. From what I've heard, it sounds like a prequel, but I have not seen it. It just didn't have time. Watching all these fucking horror movies, didn't have time. Okay. So, let's see what we have so far. So, we're not sure about The Thane. I'm getting a yes from the Aliens horror thing. I've been told to watch the Blob remake, and these are a couple contenders if The Thane doesn't count. I just don't know if The Thing counts, but I guess I have to. Hold on. I gotta watch original first. And then I think I'm not seeing many better than First Omen here, guys. That's all. I'm just saying it. I didn't notice the bad performances. My biggest gripe was just not scary at all. I found parts of it scary, actually, surprisingly. But yeah, watch it again. Those other actors just aren't good. But I did find parts of it pretty creepy, and I was very surprised. I love the found footage tier list, though. Instead of found footage horror movies, you could do Paranormal Activity. So just do a tier list of Paranormal Activity. How many are there? There's like 4, right? It's kind of a short tier list. I've only seen one Paranormal Activity, and I'm not gonna lie, I was not a big fan of it. People crucify you if The Thing is on the list. That might be a good enough reason, even if it's not a remake. If it's on the list or not on the list, I'm confused. The Thing 2011 is a prequel. Yeah, but it's not even close to being the best one. What about do a video reviewing our suggestions for films and how it could work? Wait, huh? Do a video talking about you guys suggesting films for like a prequel or sequel? Clarify. Not on the list. Yeah. I would have to mention it. If I don't pick it, I would have to mention why it's not there, right? Because I think The Thing is phenomenal. It's probably like a 9 out of 10, and I don't really dole those out very much. Yeah, Chen, that's what I don't know if it is. Yeah. No, I did not, but I should write that down. Boop, boop, boop. There's 7 Paranormal Activity movies. Okay, I don't think that's still enough for a tier list. My general kind of rule is that I don't like doing tier lists unless there's at least 10 movies to talk about. It's just not enough otherwise. It's too short. Also, I have a bad feeling every single one of the Paranormal Activity movies is going to be like either from a C to like an F. I don't think I'm going to like most of them. I didn't like the first. So if I didn't like the first, I don't think I'm going to like the rest. But I don't want to assume that, but I have an inkling. But I got that. Okay. I think I got my horror prequel pretty locked in here. And then pretty sure Aliens is going to get the sequel mark if we're still counting it as a horror film, which I think it is. I'm just struggling with the remake part. And then tier list topics, these look pretty good. I like this. I like the Scare Factor one a lot. But I might do David Lynch next. But as I mentioned, I need to catch up on a lot. I guess that's a good question for you guys. What's your favorite David Lynch film? Mine's Blue Velvet, but I need to watch a few of his others. Peter Wells, welcome to the stream. Best horror sequel's gotta be Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 2, very fun. There's a crap ton of Hellraiser movies. Only 3 of them are good. Yeah. Yeah. Too many Hellraiser movies. Too many Jason movies. Too many fucking everything. Too many Halloween movies. Way too many. Gotta go. Goodbye, everyone. Yeah, thanks for swinging by, DN. On the upcoming The Running Man remake, and do a tier list on Edgar Wright. Well, oh wait, they're doing the remake of Running Man? This is new to me. Hold on, I'm googling it right now. That's funny. Edgar Wright's doing it. Good, because he needs to make his movies good again. Because Baby Driver was like amazing, editing with the music. Such a great concept. Story was crap, and I hated the main character. And then Last Night in Soho got a from pretty much everyone. So I would like to see Edgar Wright kind of be good again. Let's see. Glenn Powell is going to be in it. Running Man, Edgar Wright. It's going to come out this year in November. Katie O'Brien's in it. And Josh Brolin. Lee Pay. Oh, wow. This cast is stacked. Holy shit. Michael Cera, Sean Hayes, William H. Macy. Damn. I got to pay attention to that. Very cool. Big Bad. Thank you for throwing that out there. Panini Productions. How's it going? One of my favorite names. How we are just rewatch Unbreakable. Yeah, that's a good one. The bench press scene. Very good. Is Quarantine a remake? Yes, and not a very good one. I feel like if a remake is going to make the list, it has to be better than the original, in my opinion. And that is not better than Rec. At least for me. I thought Rec was much better than Quarantine. Oh, no. BBL, if I did a David Lynch tier list, I wouldn't just put horror. I would watch everything. I don't only watch horror. It just does really well on my channel. I watch lots of stuff. But Panina, it's great to hear. Just to give you a little heads up, we are just going through a couple ideas for my future videos. I might do a tier list again. Although, to be perfectly honest, my tier lists don't do very well on my channel. And yeah, we'll see. And then also trying to decide whether The Thing from 1982 is a remake or not. So, that is the question. And of course, also trying to talk about the best horror prequel. But I still think First Omen's got that locked in. Just saying. Great found footage movie, The Taking of Deborah Logan. I wish I liked that more. I didn't find it scary. Except for the Pac-Man scene. You know what I'm talking about? The Pac-Man scene from Deborah Logan. You know what I'm talking about. That was pretty cool. Liked that a lot. Harm. Good scene. Little known fact, Mirrors is a remake of the Korean film Into the Mirror. Did not know that. Mirrors was strange because the main song is a Spanish classical guitar track called Asturias, and hearing that in the horror film was bizarre. It's a remake, no arguments. Does Little Shop of Horrors count as a remake? I don't know. Good question. Rec 2 for sequels, says Alexander. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, if we're going by kind of my rule, well, best sequel. I'll add it. I don't think it's as good of a sequel as Aliens, but I'll throw it on there. Why not? There you go. Yeah, people love Afflicted. I should watch it again because I didn't really enjoy it that much when I first saw it, but I should give it another go. I should, you know, ba. So I'm probably gonna call it soon because it's been about an hour. I also really need to eat something and I need to edit. So, by the way, this has been all super helpful. Uh, yes, Big Bad. I cannot wait for the Running Man remake, just based on the director and the cast, and the fact that the original film, kind of a cult classic, but not that great. I think those are the kind of films you want to remake, you know? And I love the fact Edgar Wright's behind it. I think that's perfect. Not casting, but you know what I'm saying. So, what happens next? So, this is like I said, this is pretty much a test stream. I'm very frustrated. I haven't been able to use background music, but I'll see if I can try to change that for next stream. It's a Mac. Macs are just stupid that way. I am not in my usual place. I am in my parents' house because of the funeral. So I'm going to be here for a few more weeks, mid-February, and then I'll be back. What's so frustrating is that I did an update to a video where I talked about the best and worst horror films of 2024, and that video did really well. It's like 100,000 views, which is awesome. I'm very happy. I did an update for that video. It was 99% done, and then I had to leave. Obviously not complaining about what I have to leave for, but it's just sitting there on my PC back at home. So that's going to have to come out like mid-February. Anyway, so what's going to happen next is another fan picks video will come out in either the next day or 2 days. And then my next stream, we can all spin that wheel. Is anyone here not familiar with the wheel game? I'll explain it really quickly. Every month on live stream, everyone recommends a movie that they want me to watch and review. We add them all to a wheel, we spin it, and then I pick 5 movies from the wheel, and I turn that into a video. I have to watch it, I have to review it, and put them all in the video together. So it's a good opportunity to, you know, get more eyes on a film that you think people should talk about more, or maybe a movie that you think is hilariously bad and you want me to suffer through it. That's fine too. So, but yeah, it's just very simple. Like, any movie you want, like literally any movie, as long as I can find it, which I can find most things, any movie you want me to review, you add it to the wheel, everyone gets 1, and then we spin it. And we spin it 5 times. Although, if you're a Patreon member, you get an automatic slot. And we spin it, and I pick 5 movies from that wheel, and then it turns into a video. I've already done 2. There's 2 videos like that on my channel. And then there should be 1 coming out in a couple days. And next Saturday, next week, we'll spin that wheel. So I'll update in the community tab. Anyone who hasn't checked it out yet, please check out my Discord. That, like I said, the link's up there on my channel. You should find it pretty easily. And I always update Discord in my community tab as far as like when the next live stream is going to be. Whoopsies. And that's a good way to like make sure you're there for it. But I'll confirm it, but it should be next Saturday. We'll do the wheel game. It's a lot of fun. It gets very competitive, and it's always great to see when a lot of people are there and a lot of choices are there. So it's really fun, and it doesn't have to be any genre either. So, for example, in my video I'm working on right now, there's an anime, there's like a really cringy film, there's a horror film, there's a romance. I mean, it's just all over. Have you tried Twitch? I used to have a Twitch, but I decided, number 1, my Twitch wasn't growing, and number 2, it didn't really make sense for me to use Twitch if I was trying to direct people towards my YouTube channel anyway. So I'm just live streaming on YouTube now. I do have a Twitch though. If you look on my channel again, in my links up at the top, you should be able to find some old clips and content of my Twitch channel. But I have not used Twitch for the better part of like 2 years. Didn't really seem worth it for me personally. But I did use it a lot. And with that, I'm going to call it. You guys have been awesome with helping me out with some of these decisions. I have a good idea what to do. I love the tier list topics that you guys brought up. These are all 3 of these are fantastic. And I think for the remake question, I think I just need to watch those original films and make my judgment based on that. Really good hearing from you guys. New people, old people, all that. It's always wonderful to see you. But I'm going to call it here. Please, like I said, check out the Letterboxd and Discord, Patreon, all those social links if you want to get in touch and get updates for the next live stream. My next live stream will be much more entertaining, I promise you. This was kind of a test. Hopefully it'll have background music. We'll do the wheel game. It'll be a lot more fun. So, Mike Belcourt, why? But yes, check out all those links, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. New video coming out in either 1 or 2 days, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, as always, thank you guys so much for stopping by. And like I said, wheel game next stream should be a lot of fun.